We have successfully gotten the desktop application after signing up for Smart Invoice and registering for the desktop application. We shall now proceed to register an item on the desktop application, to make a sale on the desktop application, and issue a credit note on the desktop application correctly. Okay, so now that we're in our desktop application, we'll be met with our dashboard, the management module, specialty store, the count, amount, waiting for upload, the send and receive buttons. So for today, we'll be logging into our management module. So remember, we've gotten this application for the first time. So before we can do anything with the application, we need to just create a user as we use the application. So to do this for the first time, we need to enter our TPIN. So get our TPIN there, our TPIN. Okay. And once we've entered our TPIN, we'll put in our password, okay, which is ZRA123. So this is a default password that we'll use to log into our desktop application for the first time. So now to create our users, we go to user management. Okay, then under user management, we'll be met with this page showing our user ID, username, password, phone number, role, usable, address, authorization. So the user ID is an employee ID that you use to identify each and every one of your employees. So for the demonstration, we shall use E001 as our user ID. Capital E001. Okay, so our password will be simple. I'll put in my password, and my username will be my names, which are and my phone number, which are okay. So our user role has to be selected. So this determines which person will be in charge of what particular component of the business. In this case, since I'm setting this account for the desktop application for the first time, I'll select admin so that all the rights of the admin are assigned to myself. Okay, then our address here, I'll indicate our area. Okay. Okay. And we are done. Okay, so then once all this information has been filled, we can save our user. And you'll be prompted that the user has been saved successfully. So now that our user has been saved successfully, we can now register our item and go on to make a sale. Okay. So we can log out and we go back to our main page. So we go back to the management module where we type in the user ID. Our user ID is E001 and our password is the password that we set up. Okay, so my details will populate there and my names will populate there. Okay, so on our environment here, we have our environment, our item management, customer management, sales management, purchase management, import management, stock management. So since we're registering an item, we'll go ahead and go to our item management. Then we'll register our item that we want to sell. So in this case, we want to sell Dell laptop. Okay. So this Dell laptop that we want to register, we come to class code. Under class code, we search for personal computer. Okay, then we'll click on personal computers, the first one there, and we'll confirm. So under personal computers, we know that these are finished products because they come already manufactured from the countries of origin. So for our country of origin for this particular product, since we're selling it in Zambia, we indicate ZM there and we indicate Zambia. So we select Zambia there, confirm, and then we enter our opening stock quantity. So since we're stocking this item for the first time, we indicate our opening stock quantity as 100. Our package unit, as we are selling these one by one, we indicate extra countable item. Our unit of measure, we indicate that we're selling this as per item. So we indicate there each. And our tax category there will indicate this product is standard rated. So the price that we are selling these laptops at is 15,000. So we're selling these laptops each for 15,000. Then once we've entered all these details here relating to the VAT category, unit of measure, the package unit, the country of origin, item name, class code, and the selling price, we should be able to now generate our item code. So we click on item code there and a unique item code will be generated and we should be able to save this particular item. So we click on save, we say yes. So this saved item will populate down there. It will indicate this is a Dell laptop and it has been entered into our stock items at the selling price of 15,000. So once this has been entered, we can click on back. Do you want to close the screen? We can click on yes. So from here, we are now able to do our sales management, where we'll be able to sell this particular item to one of our registered customers. So we go to our sales management. We'll click on sales invoicing. So on sales invoicing here, we'll click on new. It will ask us, do you want to proceed to issue the new invoice? We'll click on yes. On sales category here, we can choose whether this is a normal sale, it's an export, it's an LPO, and the like. So we'll choose normal invoice for now. And we'll select our customers. So one of our customers is ABC Limited. And we'll confirm. And our item code. Our item code will select one of our items there, which we had entered. So the Dell laptop is the item that we had entered, which is selling for 15,000 with 100 in stock. So we'll confirm. And our sales quantity will put 10. So it will indicate the VAT due on these 10 items that we plan on selling. Then we'll click on confirm. It will populate down there. And if this is the only item that we're selling, we can go ahead and save. So once we've saved our item, it will have the status there as pending approval, meaning the item is at pro forma invoice stage. And at this stage, the invoice has not yet been fiscalized, meaning that it does not constitute as a valid tax invoice. So we'll click on pending approval and we'll click on detail, and we'll be able to approve this transaction by clicking on approve. Remember, if you print this transaction at this stage, you'll be printing out a pro forma invoice. So in this case, we want to print out an actual invoice, so we'll click on approve. It will ask us, do we want to approve the invoice? We'll say yes. It will ask us to select a payment method. So we want to this customer to pay in cash. They've paid in cash and we've received cash. So we'll click on cash there. So In terms of printing out, we'll be able to print out the invoice either as a print slip through a thermal printer or a print A4 through a normal printer. So we'll use the normal printer option, and we should be able to see a preview of the invoice that we intend to print out. So this preview will indicate what item has been sold, the quantity that has been sold, and the VAT amount, if any, applicable on this invoice. And it will have all this invoice information attached to the transaction coming out from our desktop application. Then we should be able to print out this particular invoice. Okay, so that's with regards to a sale. So once we've sold, the customer may decide to bring back these items that we've sold to them. So we should be able to issue out a credit note. So for us to issue out a credit note, we just click on the transaction and we click on detail. So on detail, we should be able to now print out, we should be able to now issue a cancel request. So the cancel request is the first step for us to issue out a credit note. So click on cancel request. It will ask us, do we want to process? This is just to verify whether we indeed want to process the credit note, hence us issuing out a cancel request. So once the cancel request has been done, we can click back on the transaction and click back on detail and issue now the full credit note. So this full credit note we can now issue. Click on full credit note, click on yes. They paid us in cash. Remember, we'll pay them back in cash as well. Click on cash. They mentioned that this was a wrong product that was issued to them. They wanted an HP laptop. We can click on wrong product there as the reason for canceling this invoice and issuing out the credit note. So once the credit note has been issued, you can click on print A4 again, and you should be able to see a preview of the tax credit note that has come out from our desktop application. And this tax credit note can be used in your returns to claim back on products that were returned back to your business and sales that were cancelled subsequently as the products were returned back to your business. So you can issue your credit note for various reasons, and the reason for issuing the credit note will be attached on the invoice and showcased for you to be able to provide to the people that have been supplied, that were supplied those particular products. So this is what the desktop application can do, and this is how you go about issuing an invoice and issuing a credit note after you've registered your items. Thank you.